In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to connect to the database. And if you go ahead and open up the folder 03 and then folder 9, let's drag and drop it to the Sublime text. We have two files, db_connect and db_connect end. This is the end file you need. But I'm going to show what I've done for connection. First thing you realize is we have our PHP delimiter on the top and then our try and catch. The reason we have our try and catch is because we're not going to use MySQL improved or let's say MySQLi. And you could use MySQLi connect to connect to the database, but I'm going to use PDO. And the reason is that because you can use PDO to target different databases. So go ahead and that's why we're using try and catch. So inside try, if something happens, we can catch the error and display the error as the event E, and then catch it to a variable called error to display the message. So in the try block, all I'm going to do, let's just put some space to make it a little bit readable. I'm going to create a variable called db and assign it to the new object called new PDO. So we have PDO, and then inside PDO we have our two arguments we need. So I'm going to put comma in between and then semicolon. The first argument is going to be, actually there are three arguments, so let's just put double comma. The first argument is going to be what database you're using, what version of database you're using, like MySQL or MariaDB, what host and database name. The second is going to be your username, database username. So let's say DB username. I'm going to make all of these different, but let's just, the second one's going to be password. So these are not the thing that you want to insert. The first argument is going to be the database you're using. MySQL is the database I'm going to use, MySQL. And then I'm going to separate this with colon and then the host. The host is going to be assigned to, without any space. You don't need any space right here. So the host is local host. So any host you're targeting to. And then separate it with a semicolon. And the next is going to be your DB name or database name. So let's call this, let's make it DB name and assign it to the database name, which is persistent. And that's all you need. So persistent is a database you targeting, so with the DB name, localhost host, and then the database, which is MySQL. If you're using MariaDB, MariaDB. That's all you need to type right here. So the database you're selecting. So this is why we're using PDO. So for the username is sys_admin, and then the password is secret, which is not so secret. And that's all you need to do in order to connect to the database. But in case we have an error, let's go ahead and add a few lines to target the error. So we're going to use our object DB and then use this set attribute. And then inside the set attribute, we're going to cache errors and then semicolon at the end. So first error you're going to cache is going to be PDO and then scope resolution operator and then attr underscore err or error mode, and it's going to be the first error you might already have. The second one, let's just copy this, is going to be PDO attr. Instead of attr, error mode we have then underscore exception, and that's all you need to do. So we're going to connect to the database in this way, and that's all you need to do. But because we don't have any system right now, or we don't have any website, we didn't create any website, we need to set some code in order to test this. So we need to have something called if-else statement to test our condition. So how do we test the conditions? So we're going to check the DB. to see if it's not empty or if it's set already. So we're going to say is set. Is set what? Of course, DB. If it's set already, which means we are connected, so we're going to echo connected or connection successful. And then else we're going to say echo the error, or let's say echo error. Or if you want to show the error to the users, we're going to instead do something else. Let's say else if, and then inside this we're going to say, let's put this in the next line and then make it a little bit clearer. And then else if is set error. So we have this error subject here, and then we're going to paste it right here. Don't forget to use the variable sign. And then we're going to say echo. The only thing you're going to echo, if the error is already exists, we're going to echo this out. You don't really necessarily need this else statement, but in case we have any other error, let's call this unknown error. So that's all you need to do. And then let's switch back and try and test whether it works or not. So if I go back to index Firefox and then go to the exercise file 3.9, let's click on this, and then it says connected. Now if I go ahead and change the secret to secrets, come back here, refresh, it says access denied for SAS admin localhost using password yes. Or let's do something else. Let's put back secret and then change the admin, remove the N, refresh now. It says, okay, access denied for user says admin, or there we go, whatever you call this, and then using password yes. It doesn't say whether username or password is wrong. It's going to say combination or access denied. So that's why you need to work that out yourself. So our database is ready to use, and then we're already connected to the database. In the next video, I'm going to talk about interfaces.